I own a bank. So do you. But don't get carried away. There's no money in it. It's a bad bank. And if it wasn't so tragic, we could sing about it. But there's no one singing out there. Have you looked out at the city? Did you notice it? The cranes have stopped. The building sites are empty. There's no jobs out there. The government is broke. We're all broke. But I and the taxpayers of Ireland are now new proud owners of NAMA.
NAMA is the wrong fix for a crisis that should never have happened. NAMA is a scheme to nationalise losses and privatise profits. It is a scheme that exposes the state and the taxpayer to unnecessary and excessive costs and risks.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, do you know what I got in exchange for all this? I got a pay cut. It's called a Croke Park Agreement, and if you work for the government, it means that you have to work longer hours for less pay. And we all agreed to it, because if we didn't, they said we'd lose our jobs. Some agreement.
You may not stand while the chair is standing, Deputy Morgan. You may not do it. I'm asking you, please, to sit down. If you do not sit down, I will have to ask you to leave the House for the rest of the day.
What's the difference between Iceland and Ireland? One letter, 3 months. Oh, I get that joke. One letter, yeah, but 3 months. Well, all I've got for you is bad jokes. The country's in misery. They don't even know what they're doing around here. And by the day's look on the ministers' faces, neither do they. Remember I told you about the cheapest bailout ever? I thought it was crazy it being 5 billion. It's now 45 billion. Notice I didn't even flinch. I'm numb. Can you just imagine how much it's costing us in interest repayments? And us, the broke country, nearly have to pay 7 percentage points more than the Germans for the privilege of borrowing money to give back to them. But at least someone is lending money to us. What will happen if they stop? I won't get paid. And I have a mortgage. 1 letter and 3 months. 3 months.
You will withdraw that statement. You will withdraw that statement.
I won't withdraw it.
You will withdraw it.
I won't withdraw it.
But then if you will not withdraw that statement, Deputy Ring, you will leave the House. You will leave the House and you will withdraw that statement.
You're making up the rules as you go.
From the IMF, the European Commission and the European Central Bank are not coming here on this Thursday to say hello. Keep at it, Brian.
They arrived. I saw them when I was coming into work this morning on the street. The Troika. No, not the Father, Son and Holy Ghost. But by God, I wish it was. We need a miracle right now. This country's a mess. Anyway, you see me doing me notes on my lunch break? Yeah, well, these Troika, they're the IMF, the European Central Bank and the EU. And they've come to look at the books. Because I have to learn this because no one else is going to tell me. And yeah, they're going to sort this awful sorry mess of a country out. And anyway, let me put it in simple language for you folks. We're closing up the sweet shop. It's going to be Lent for a couple of years. Bread and water for the sinners. Austerity. That is the buzzword. Austerity. And you heard it from me first. Oh, and you want more bad news? The truth about the real bailout. It's 70 billion. Cheapest bailout ever. And to think I was worried about 5 billion.